Hey Zach, thanks for joining me. Can you remind me what kind of information do you know about what I'm going to ask you? Do you have any expectations?
Something to do with the TED Talks?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, my question to you is, why do you think that you got into Stanford?
Well, I was one of the students that submitted his FERPA request, so I got to see why I got into Stanford, and it looks like it was a sort of decent combination of grades, extracurriculars, and SAT scores, and a decent personality
Hmm.
based on my essays.
So, what's the most impressive thing that you've done?
Making it through this interview.
Okay. Well, that was on your application.
On my application. I published research in computer science, and they circled that when I looked on the at my application. So I would put that as most impressive, I guess.
Can you tell a little bit more about yourself, your background?
Pretty normal, from LA. Come from a Jewish family. I'm studying math right now. Also interested in computer science, so it makes me very unique. I really like to play guitar and have a large interest in house music and classic rock and like some alternative rock bands. I like following anything having to do with like blockchain technologies like Ethereum, Bitcoin. So that's a little bit.
So what did you have in your college application besides your research that might have helped you get in? If I was your admission officer and you only had the next 3 minutes to convince me to take you and I didn't get any other information besides what you're telling me to decide whether to take you or not.
What school is it?
Stanford.
It's Stanford. And I'm about to be kicked out unless I can reconvince or something.
Yeah.
Well, if they weren't able to see anything about myself and I had to just describe, I would say that whether or not they look at my application or not, what they'll find out is I feel like I'm a person that has like a massive amount of perseverance, and that if there's something I'm really interested in or really love, then I'm going to work extremely hard, learn everything I can about it, and then just make it happen. And I think that Stanford is a school that specifically searches for people like that, and I think I would be a good fit. That's what I would say. And then I would probably back it up with maybe an anecdote, like about a minute long, about maybe something I did.
Like what?
I don't know. I would have to think about it. I'd probably talk about my research if they didn't know what that was, or a time where I did like some hack in school or something like that.
Did you have any sort of awards?
Yeah, I did.
What were the awards?
2-year junior varsity basketball team. That's one of mine.
Okay, what else?
I did do like research competitions. Like I was Siemens, and I did like USA Computing Olympiad. in the chemistry Olympiad and stuff, and math competitions, that kind of stuff. But yeah, those.
So how well did you do in those?
Fine, gold level computing Olympiad, finalist Siemens, and
What does finalist
national.
in Siemens mean?
It's like top 50. So, and then just semi-finalists for chemistry.
Okay. Is there anything else you can think of that helped get you in, or that's particularly?
I think the biggest contributor was probably my teacher recommendation, because I had built like strong relationships with my science and English teacher, and I really think that admissions officers probably look at teacher recommendations more so than the rest of your application, because it's very easy for a student to lie in their essays, and the vast majority of students have really strong grades. But I think what will differentiate students at Stanford is how well they build relationships with adults, whether that will become their mentors. And so to see how successful someone becomes in life, it's interesting to get a glimpse of like how close they were able to become with their teachers.
Yeah. And would you accept yourself if you were the admission officer?
No.
No? Why not?
I don't add enough, I think, interesting like value in terms of my ideas. Like I'm not contributing to my voice isn't really heard on Stanford much. I'm not really involved in any like political type groups or like writing on campus. I do classes and hang out with friends and stuff, but I feel like what really makes Stanford such a vibrant place, like the band and like some of these other activities, I'm so removed from, such that if I were an outsider, and really trying to make Stanford like the greatest community, I might not choose myself. But I'm very happy I am here. I get to take advantage of this whole system. It's great.
Wonderful. Okay, great. Thanks for letting me interview you.
Okay. Yeah.